Welcome to Vedic Mathematics class. Have the text sheets in your front. Let us have Vedic Ganit Sutrani Prathana. Let us have a prayer. Ekadhikena purven nikhlim navasta charmam dashata udharvtiryagabhyam प्रावर्त योजेत शून्यम साम्य समुच्चय अनुरूपे शून्य अन्यत संकलन व्याकलनभ्याम पूर्णापूर्णाभ्याम चलन कलनाभ्याम यावदूनम व्यष्टि समष्टि शेषंकेन चरमेन सोपानन्त्यम द्वयमन्त्यम एक न्यूनेन पूर्वेन गुणित समुच्चय गुणक समुच्चय उपसूत्राणि अनुरूपेण शिष्यते शेष संज्ञा आद्यमादेन अंत्यम अंतेन केवले सप्तकम गुणयात वेष्टनम यावदूनम तावदून्यकृत वर्गम च योजेत अंत्योर्दशके अपि अंत्योरेव समुच्चय गुणिता लोपना स्थापनाभ्याम विलोकनम गुणित समुच्चय गुणिता. Om Namah Shivaya. Today, as a third step, our focus is to avail transcendental base. By transcendental base means 5 space as base. 5 space as base takes us to 5 space as origin of 4 space. We want to avail, we shall avail, we have to avail this origin as a transcendental base for created world. Our universe as created world is to be chased for its sanrachana, for its composition, and this sanrachana vyavastha, this organization is to be chased, is being chased by Vedic systems. Vedic mathematics has one of its prominent aim to chase our created world, manifested creations for their structures, for sanrachana, the structural formats, the structural features, the setups of the created bodies, created phenomenon, existence phenomenon in its entirety. As such is the aim of Vedic mathematics, Vedic sciences and technologies to chase. Our first step, we have initiated ourselves with our acquaintance with the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. These 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras, as we know, are compositions availing 283 and 236 letters respectively, out of which we know that the 8 letters here are in bracket, which would mean they have their presence and they don't have their presence, means it is an optional presence. These are the 8 letters, and the 8th subsutra is having one unmanifest form expression, means this expression be taken as if it is not there, and simultaneously it can be taken to be there. Therefore, in all, either as 9 or as 7 becomes the alternative positions in which we can mark the presence of manifest and unmanifest letters. Now, Ganita Sutra 1 is a scripture of 9 plus 7 letters. As second step of initiation, our focus has been upon the Vedic Ganita Sutrani formulation to have an approach for interpretation, for reach at the meanings of these sutras and upsutras. We have to go the source composite formulation Vedic Ganit Sutrani. This formulation, which is of triple words, and of these triple words, the central formulations are Ved, Gan, and Sutra. We have already, as a first step of our acquaintance with the Ganita Sutras and Upsutras, we had pointed to ourselves, it was brought to our pointed attention, we had been face to face with that this text is in Sanskrit form, original text is in Sanskrit, and the script being adopted is of a Devanagari script. As such, this text is availing letters of this format, Devanagari format. The text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras is composed availing the letters of Devanagari alphabet format. We had noted that when these letters are availed, when these letters are taken from this format for this composition, then these letters carry along with them the placement values of these letters and the parallel formats of these placement values, which we designate as TC values and hyper TCV values, means hyper formats of the TCV values. Our acquaintance with the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras as such is of values of TCV and HTCV. As far as the values TCVs are concerned, these are specifically mentioned here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the 9 vowels, and then for 5 cross 5 Varga consonants as a sequence 1 to 5, then 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, 5 to 9, followed by the quadruple Antastha letters as 1, 3, 5, 7, and the Ushmana letters as 2, 3, 6, 9. Then there are 8 Yama letters, and these are of values 9 to 16 in that sequence. We have also noticed that this text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras as such is not availing all the 50 letters of this format. Out of this format, only 36 letters are being availed, and only 2 Yama letters are being availed. Therefore, this Anuswara and Visarjaniya are the 2 letters out of these 8 letters which are being availed by the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. The remaining 6 letters, Yama letters, are being not availed by this text, and likewise the out of the vowels and Varga consonants, Antastha and Ushmana letters as well, all the letters are being not availed. Therefore, let us take it an exercise upon ourselves to enlist the 36 letters which are being availed by the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras, and along with those 36 letters tabulation, when we have a sequence. Better if we have a sequence in terms of the letters being availed in the Ganita Sutras for facility of convenient comprehension. The first letter here in the text is the sixth vowel. This sixth vowel carries along with value 6 as its TC value, as its placement value, and parallel to this 6 is the hypercube 6 as its format. This hypercube 6 as it is, we know, is the representative regular body of 6 space, which means 4 space as a dimension, 5 space as a boundary, 6 space as domain, and 7 space as origin, giving us a summation value 22. As such, when we shall be proceeding further for the mathematical domains, mathematical processes, and mathematical working rules of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras, we shall be having available with us these values: 6 for a hypercube 6 as a format. For the present, we are concentrating only upon these values. To the second aspect will be coming afterwards, when we will be having more deeper insight for reaching at the exact meanings of the Ganita Sutras. The other thing which we have put to ourselves is that the approach for the meanings of the Ganita Sutras text, we have to have the source formulation Vedic Ganit Sutrani. It gives us a focus that Vedic is the formulation which is having TC value 25, means 7, then 8, 6, then 2, then 1 and 1. Like that, Ganit is having a value 18, and Sutrani is having a value 25, and if we take Visarjani also, it becomes 38. Now, these values as the reference values, as the source values, are available with us for having a reference, for having interpretation, for having the compilation as to what are the working rules, what are the processing steps, what is the mathematical domain of reach of these formulations individually as well as sequentially, collectively as well. The third step which we have taken up is that for having this comprehension of a source, this sutra or each sutra or individual sutras formulations, so we will be having TCV values available for these formulations, as well as we will be having available with us the TC values, the individual for sutras. Now, how to connect them, how to coordinate them, how to reach from the source formulation to the sutras formulations for having glimpse of the meanings, for having comprehension of the working rules, for having association of the meanings, or having an interpretation of the text of the sutras. And for it, we are today introducing ourselves the third step, and the step is of a transcendental base, and we have to avail this. Therefore, to reach at the meaning of the sutras, while we will be availing a source formulation, we will be having for us a touchstone of the 5 space as a origin, as a transcendental base. Now, 5 space we know is the space which is having 3 space in the role of an origin. The 5 space is having 3 space in the role of a dimension. So there are 5 dimensions and each is of value 3. So total value of the transcendental dimensional frame, the dimensional frame of 5 space as of a 5 solid dimensions, is of a value 15. Now see, the formulation sutra is of value 15. Therefore this sutra here is this solid dimensional frame. So 3 space in the role of a dimension, and the availability of as many as 5 solid dimensions of value 15 is parallel to the value TC value of a sutra. Therefore the sutra, the string, the binding string here is this dimensional frame. Sutra is of TC value 15. The dimensional frame of 5 space as a setup of 5 solid dimensions also gives us a value 15. So it is this value 15 which is to bind the garland, the flowers of the Vedic domain, Pushp, of TC value 20, parallel to Ved. So the Pushp, the flower, and the number of flowers are to be made garland or being made a garland, and the string here is sutra, which simple rendering is a string, and this string, this thread, which is to be availed for making garland out of the pushp. Here we will appreciate that these letters together are making Varanamala. Varan are the letter and Mala is the garland. Therefore, these letters are inherently of format, features and values which make them in a position so that these can be organized, these can be stitched as a garland. So the Vedic Ganita Sutrani means the sutra, the string, which is making Ganit, mathematics. Mathematics of what? Gana, it. And it means to remove. That means when the stitching thread is removed from the garland, then the individual flowers of that garland make a gana, make a set. So the flowers of one garland make one collection, gana. The flower of another garland will make another collection, another gana. Therefore, Ganit, which simple rendering means mathematics, is the mathematics of the collection of the flowers which were originally stitched as a garland, and out of them the binding thread, sutra, stands removed. Means mathematics, as per its definition on initial foundations of the composition, comes to be that it is the discipline of the format, features and values of the letters as flowers composed as a Varanamala, as a garland, and the flowers, the letters, the flowers, the letters which stand stitched or which permit stitching or which are being availed to be made a garland are the subject matter of the basic constituents of the discipline of mathematics. So mathematics is the format, features and values of letters as flowers composed as a garland mala by a thread, a sutra of value 15, which is parallel to the value of 5 solid dimensions of a 5 space. Therefore, the chase is to be of the individual flowers which have been part of the garland. Presently, when we teach set theory, we start with that set is a collection of elements whose properties we don't know. However, the Vedic mathematics has gone a step ahead, and it is said that we deal with ganas, we deal with collections of letters, the collections of the flowers, which are stitching themselves as a garland. Basic fact is that we are dealing with the letters. These letters are flowers. These letters make a Varanamala. These flowers make a garland. This garland is before us as that the flowers which we are having are capable of, are full of potentialities, or the mathematical components, or the mathematical tools which make that garland. Therefore, Ganit, which is of value 18, now we see if we have numbers from 1 to 18, see these numbers from 1 to 18, when are chased for their factors, we'll see these will give us ultimately 33 factors, and value 33 is equal to 18 plus 15. So this value Ganit of value 18, TC value 18, is leading us to an additional value 15. It is this additional value 15 which is sutra, which is a string. Therefore, mathematics having letters Pushpa as their constituents are capable of being stitched as a garland, and these letters, when are stitched in terms of a sutra, a string of value 15, then it in a way can be said standing superimposed upon, having an additional availability of a string along with the flowers, which gives us a garland. However, as we are seeing here, the values 1 to 18 as a range of a garland is providing us 15 additional factors. Means this additional 15 factors, or this additional 15 value is matching with, is going parallel with the value of a sutra. So when sutra is removed, when thread is taken out, it is being taken out of 13 factors, and 15 taken out, there again remains 18. It is this feature which deserves to be comprehended well, and this comprehension is to be in terms of transcendental base. As we know, 5 space as origin leads to hypercube 5, its body, which is equal to 3, 4, 5 and 6 of summation value 18. So mathematics, Ganit, is of value 18 parallel to hypercube 5, the representative regular body of a 5 space. And 5 space is having 3 space in the role of a dimension. There are as many as 5 dimensions, leading us to value 15. So this dimensional frame, so 5 space as a domain is Ganit domain, mathematics domain, and its 3-dimensional frame of 5 dimension is the string. It is this string which is to be glimpsed. And now let us see how with the sutras the garland is framed. We know that 5 space is having 6 space as its origin. Now this 6 space is splitting 5 space domain into a pair of 5 space domains. Each space is leading us to a dimensional frame of value 15 sutra. So we are having here 15 sutras. Now the dimension, if it is plus 1, domain if it is plus 1, then the dimension is minus 1. That means from domain to dimension is to be reached, and this is called a suchi, a needle. Sutra is having value 15 and suchi is having value 13. As such, it is this needle which is inherently available as a sutra. Sutra of value 15 as a domain takes us to its dimension as of value 13. So in each dimensional frame, in each dimension, inherently there is dimension of a dimension. So each domain has a dimension, and dimension has a dimension of a dimension. So this needle, this dimension of a dimension, or dimension in respect of a domain, is a needle which is inherently available. It is always available. Therefore, Ganita Sutrani as a source of Vedic or Pushps. We go to the Vedic garden, we pick up the flowers, we go to a space, 5 space, Akash is a 5th element. When we go to a 5 space, we have an availability of a sutra, dimensional frame, as well as the needle of the dimensional frame. Therefore, the Vedic Ganit Sutrani as a source touchstone in terms of which we have to apply, we have to reach at the meanings of the sutras, that provides us a suchi, needle as well, the dimension of a dimension as well, inherently available there. Now it is this garland, this set of flowers, this thread, this needle is the touchstone, is the availability with us. Now, once it is available with us, and when we will be stitching, we will be reaching at the meanings, and when we'll say the first letter is A, means 6, and we have to reach to its dimension, which is the value 4, it becomes the value of the next letter. And the step ahead it is value 2. It is this feature which deserves to be comprehended well. This comprehension would mean that we are glimpsing transcendental base. We will be availing the features of a transcendental base. The feature is that 5 space as origin is having 3 space in the role of a dimension, and value 15 of the dimensional frame of 5 solid dimensions is parallel to value 15 of the formulation sutra, and 15 as domain will take us to value 13 as its dimension parallel to the value of a suchi, a needle. As such, the interpretation they reach at the meanings of the sutras start unfolding themselves with this touchstone of the basic formulation when is glimpsed in reference to the transcendental base. One shall sit comfortably and to comprehend and imbibe these values. Let us complete our class with the prayer. गणित सूत्राणि वैदिक गणित सूत्राणि प्रार्थना। एका अधिकेन पूर्वेन निखिलिं नवस्तचर्मम दशता उधर्वतिर्यगभ्याम प्रावर्त्य योजेत शून्यं साम्य समुच्चय अनुरूपे शून्य अन्यत संकलन व्याकलनभ्याम पूर्ण अपूर्णभ्याम चलन कलनाभ्याम यावदूनम व्यष्टि समष्टि शेषंकेन चरमेन सोपानन्त्यम द्वयमन्त्यम एक न्यूनेन पूर्वेण गुणित समुच्चया गुणिक समुच्चया उपसूत्राणि अनुरूपेण शिष्यते शेष संज्ञा आदिम आदेन अन्त्यम अन्तेन केवले सप्तकम गुणयात वेष्टनम यावदूनम तावदूनम यावदूनम तावदून्यकृति वर्गम च योजेत अन्त्योर्दशके अपि अन्त्योरेव समुच्चय गुणिता लोपना स्थापनाभ्याम विलोकनम गुणित समुच्चय समुच्चय गुणिता। ओम नमः शिवाय।